Hey everyone, it's Erica from Superior Budgets. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you are new. In today's video, we are going to be doing the long-awaited paycheck budget with me that was due pretty much a week ago. As I mentioned in my post, I have a lot going on with work right now that's been really affecting my mood, my energy. I really haven't wanted to do anything. I actually just sat back down in my office today and updated my budget and paid my bills and, laminated some things and kind of started to feel a little bit myself again. So that was a very nice feeling. There's still a lot of unknowns surrounding the situation that's going on at work, and once those clear up, I'll, give you guys a little brief rundown of kind of what has happened. But yeah, so my paycheck budget with me is going to look a little bit different. I have started paying some bills and things like that, as you need to. But I still wanted to go over it with you guys because it really shows how much my paychecks can vary. And how that affects how much I can save and what I'm able to do in that aspect. So, but this next pay coming up will be a very good pay. If I look tired, it is because I am. I call these my money bags here. I'm over the next 2 weeks, me and my other coworker are having to pick up a lot of call as due to this situation that's going on. One of the technologists isn't able to do call for the next 2 weeks, so we're having to pick up the slack there. Last night I did 4 hours of overtime because I had to get things ready in regards to this situation that's going on, and I haven't. That was my cat and my dog chasing each other. Um, I had to get a bunch of things ready in regards to this situation, but I did not have time while I was actually at work because it's just been completely chaotic. And then after those 4 hours of overtime, I was sitting at home working from home getting this stuff done, and then I got called into work to do blood work every 2 hours on a very sick patient. So if I look tired, it's because I am tired. But yeah, the situation that's been going on has been really affecting my mood. It's been affecting my energy. I haven't wanted to do anything. I've literally been a major couch potato. There's been so many stressors and things happening in my life that I don't know. When I'm like that, I just shut down completely. That's just what happens to me. I just completely shut down. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to, do things that make me happy. I just shut down. It's not a good coping mechanism. I didn't say it was, but that's the way it goes. I did while I was, off and not recording videos. I have been watching everybody's videos. I haven't really been commenting, but I've been liking them and I have been watching them, I promise. And oh, yes, my roommate is officially gone. She's moved out now. She's moving out east, so that was really sad. We ended up going over to one of my friend's house on Valentine's Day to have some drinks and play some games. And after I had a few too many drinks, I got a little extra confident and tried to do some yoga without a yoga mat on a hardwood floor. I don't do yoga sober. So, anyways, I ended up smashing my face off the floor, if you're wondering what that was. So, that was a good time. I really needed that time spent with my friends to, let loose a little bit. So, that was nice. But, anyways, enough of the chit chat. We're going to get into the budgeting. That's why you guys are here. So, I am going to set up my screen record and I am going to show you guys my budget with me. So, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we are dealing with this payday number one. That is the paycheck that we are going to be budgeting today. Well, that's already budgeted. But we will go over my last pay. Now, I am telling you right now, this last pay spreadsheet looks messy. And it's because of all my reallocating as to why it looks so messy. So, it looks messy. So, over here, it looks like I saved 104 in work fees, and it looks like I saved no money in my debt binder and no money in my Saturday savings, and that's because of me pulling the money out of those savings buckets and putting them into other ones, if that makes sense. But, like, for example, hobbies, I took out $16 to pay for something, and same with self-care. I took out $33 from my self-care envelope to pay for something. So, like, that part of that $33 went to go pay for this $53 in treat yourself. And stuff like that. Part of this $36 that came out of my travel expenses went to pay for my extra gas and my hotel and things like that when we went out of town. So, hopefully that makes sense, but it's very confusing. But anyways, it says here that I had $492.61 left to spend after all of this. That is not true. I had maybe 300 something, which also wasn't the most true because I ended up putting all that onto my credit card to pay for some of these other expenses. So right now the spreadsheet math ain't mathing very well. So I don't know how to fix that. It's bothering me. But that's that. But at the end of the day, we saved a lot in all of our savings. It looks like we saved minus $19. That's not true. That's just from me reallocating a bunch of things all over the place. We paid all of our bills. We made very good debt payments. Oh, this is why it's probably not working. I didn't put in my Jeep payment. That automatically comes out. So I know that happened. So I will go back and I'll fix that after. Then it would probably be a little bit more accurate with how much money I had left in my account at the end of all of this. We paid $1,034.03 on our firm loan, which is amazing. And part of that $1,034 is this $200 debt snowball. So that is good. Now let's get into Paycheck 4. Now, please note here, my paycheck in my paycheck number 3 of the year, I got $3,600, okay? Paycheck number 4, I got $2,600, $1,000 difference. So not getting called in to work makes a very significant impact on my paycheck. Like on pay 3, I think I had like 5 calls maybe. Pay 4, I only had 2. So, and we're going back to our 5-day long weekend. So every 3 weeks, I have 3 work days off, which is difficult, but that's what happens. So anyways, that is what we are working with now, $2,692.40. Not very much at all. And if you can see here, with all of my bills and everything like that, like I'm actually negative $234 from what I need. So, obviously, I'm going to make sure all of my bills are paid and so on and so forth. Which the majority of them are right now. I have all the money in my account to make sure that all of my bills are paid. Where I'm going to try to save money is on my expenses here. I do for sure need to buy the dog's medication. That'll, like, this, I put $300, it's like $297. I need medication. I need my Vyvanse, which I have to go take 1 second, because if I take it too late, I'm going to be up all night and I need to take it. All right, and that was my last one, so I need to go to the pharmacy. Okay. In terms of household, I'm probably not going to spend this $50 on household. Probably not going to spend $100 on pets. Probably not going to spend $200 on groceries. I'm not going anywhere in the next 2 weeks because I'm on call for the next 2 weekends straight. Like, I'm on call this weekend, although I wasn't supposed to be, and I'm on call next weekend. So, I'm not going to be going anywhere. So, well, I guess for the rest of this pay because I'll get paid on the 27th. But yeah. So, anyways, that's that. Worst case scenario, like my cell phone and my internet come off my credit card so I can pay that with next paycheck. My next paycheck is going to be good. I already have 6 paid calls on it, 7 paid calls on it. When we get called in to work at my job, we get paid 4 hours double time. So I basically get paid an entire shift for one callback, which is really good. And everyone's like, oh, you make such good money because of that. And think about the money. And yes, the money is nice, but it gets very old after you've done it for 8 years of getting called in and woken up all throughout the night to still have to go in at 9 o'clock in the morning and work an entire shift. So yes, the money's nice. I do love what I do, but it does get very exhausting no matter how much money you make. But that being said, without the calls on my paycheck, it's not good. So anyways, next pay will be really good. It'll help us out with, doing all of our savings and everything that we need to do. So this pay, though, I really can't save anything. I'm negative, right? I can't even, I gotta, watch my expenses. So, what I did was I did pull 170 out of my Etsy payment account. So for the last, I guess it would be 3 weeks, that's how much I made on Etsy. So I'm pulling that out, and I'm going to put all of that into my debt binder. So I didn't film a debt binder video last Thursday when I was supposed to film my budget with me. So I have $300 that I need to put into my debt binder. So that'll be done on the 19th. And then on the 26th, I will put in the 170. And if I have any leftover money in my bank account, then I'll also include that in my debt binder video. But we'll see where I'm sitting. And then tiny savings is $42. I can spare $42 for sure. So I'm not going to record, obviously go backwards and do my tiny savings from before. I have $7 in my tiny savings from last pay that I can use. And then I'm going to do tiny savings Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 19th, 20th, 21st, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, which equals 1, 2, 3. That's 7 days worth of tinies. So that's $49, but minus the 7 that I have from before already in that account. So that's $42. So just so I am still saving something, and as you guys know, debt is my priority right now, which is why I'm making sure that I'm still putting something into debt. It may not be that full $300 that I like to put in every single pay, but at least it's something, and that's, progress, not perfection. So that's what's important. So yeah, there's not going to be much videos coming up in the next 2 weeks, which honestly is a little bit of a blessing if I'm being quite honest. The next 2 weeks, I'm going to have a lot happening at work. I have to be the senior tech and do all of those things that I have to do in the meetings and the bombarding of questions every single day and all of that stuff, but I also have a lot of things going on with that situation that's going to take up a lot of my time in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, anyways, that's my budget with me. Not all that exciting. This is the harsh realities of my paychecks and how much they fluctuate and what's going on. Hopefully next pay, we have some extra money that we can put into some of our different binders to catch up for the lack of putting any money into these ones. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, for now, that's what's going on. I will film my tiny savings in actual videos. They'll just be kind of like short, maybe 10-minute little YouTube videos instead of filming it in a short. That way I can still chit chat with you guys and stuff like that. I've been seeing Ravenclaw Hollow doing this. And you know what? It's still like a nice way to kind of connect with you guys instead of just putting it in a short. So that's how I will do that. So I'll still have like a very little video every single day for you guys going out, except for Sunday. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me and bearing with me through this little hiatus that I took. I'm excited to get back into it and chat with you guys and connect with you guys again. I have missed it. I have missed you guys. So yeah, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a very fantastic day, and I will see you. I don't even know what day it is today. Today is the 18th. I will see you guys tomorrow, where I will be putting $300 into my debt binder, and we will be doing tiny savings. All right, guys. Have a great day. Bye.